Good day. This is a video on the hyperbola. It is part of the grade 11 and 12 syllabus, and it is a level 3 question. What we're going to show you is if they give you the equation of the hyperbola like this, I call it ugly looking, you can change it into standard form, and we will show you how. This is but one way to do it, and I'm going to write quite a few steps that you don't have to do, but just to explain how to think. First you write down the original equation or expression in this case. Then you take the bottom and put a bracket around it, and then put the same bracket at the top. Then we're going to fill in something in front of the bracket, and plus or minus something else at the back. Then you ask, what do I times to this x to get to 3x? That's all. That'll be 3. Now we're still going to plus or minus something. If you times this 3 into this bracket now, you're going to get 3x minus 3. Then you ask, what do I add or subtract from minus 3 to get to minus 5? And that'll be minus 2. Look, there's the 3x that we have, and minus 3 minus 2 is that minus 5. This you didn't have to write. So here we are. This guy is now the same as this guy. Now you use the distributive law, and you put this bracket underneath this, you put this bracket underneath that. Like I said, this bracket goes underneath here, I wrote it here, and this bracket goes underneath that, it goes over there. Now we can simplify. This bracket goes in itself once, and goes in here once. So this then becomes 3, and this becomes minus 2 over x minus 1. The original question asked us to rewrite this ugly thing in standard form. So all we're going to do, we're going to put this guy in front, and this guy at the back now. Let's quickly go through the whole question again. The original question said, write this way of writing the equation of hyperbola into the standard form. So I rewrote it. First thing you do is you put a bracket around the bottom and write it here, and write the same bracket there. Then you ask, what do I times this into this x to get 3x? That will then be 3. And if you times that 3 with that x, you're going to get 3x, and 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. Then you ask, what do I add or subtract from minus 3 to get to minus 5? And that will be minus 2. Then distributive law, you put this x minus 1 underneath this, and this x minus 1 underneath that. I'll just say this again. You put this guy underneath this, there it is, and this guy underneath there, there it is. Now we simplify this. You can cancel this bracket, goes in here once, and goes in there once. Then we get a 3 over here, and this stays here. Now it almost looks right. All we do is we swap this around. So this f of x written in ugly form, in standard form will look like this. This guy just came to the front, and that 3 went to the back. Please stop the video and see if you can understand what happened. Let's just quickly do one more. You're asked to change this g of x into standard form. We put a bracket around the bottom and put the same bracket at the top. Then we're going to times by a number over here, and plus or minus by a number at the back. I keep this as a plan to remind me what to do, but here I'm going to go from here to here. I ask myself, what do I times 2x to get to 2x? The answer is 2. If you then times that 2 into that bracket, you're going to get 2x plus 4. Then you ask, what do I add or subtract to plus 4 to get to plus 8? And that is plus 4. Then I use the distributive law and put this guy underneath this, and this guy underneath that. And here I did it. Now you can cancel. You can say this goes in here once, and this goes in here once. Then you get a 2 over here, plus this thing at the back stays. It looks almost right now, just the wrong way around. Then, this ugly looking hyperbola's equation now looks in standard form like this. Please stop the video and get your brain around this. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked this video, and subscribe to the channel. If there's anything in school mathematics that you don't understand, you can WhatsApp your problem with a photo, a clear photo, to this number. Then we will try and solve it and send back an answer to you as soon as possible for free.